Yesterday we talked and introduced the idea of posture and how it relates to your overall health and chiropractic. Talking to the CAs, you guys took some different analogies, which I love, really relating it to what people have going on in their own lives, how they drive, how they sit, how their posture impacts their moves and then their mood, and how a chiropractic adjustment plays into that. So I love that. Keep it going. If you start to go through the week and you find really good ways to communicate this with patients and engage with them, put it in the CA chat, bring it up in the meeting after shift so that we can all learn and adapt some of these different ideas and all become better at communicating these processes with our patients. Today we're going to get into some of the foundation of what posture really is. Because when you ask a patient what posture is or what drives their posture, they're going to say it's muscular. So there's two ways to break this apart. One, think of patients in your clinic right now that they work out all the time, they're in the gym, they've got big muscles, but when you take an x-ray of their spine is not in a good position. If you look at their posture, their shoulders are rounded forward, they're bent forward. They absolutely have the musculature necessary to put them in a good position, but they do not have the neurological patterning. The other example, Chelsea sent out a video of a TED Talk, and even if you just breeze through the TED Talk, the main takeaway there is your neurology, your mood, your health can be impacted by your posture because it's essentially a lever that creates a pattern to your brain. And then you tell your brain what's normal as far as your posturing, your mood, your health overall. So here's what's really happening when you're talking to patients about their posture. The foundational principle is nerves that fire together, wire together, period. So that's true of your posture, but that's also true of any skill that you learn. When you look at the book that Dr. Chris recommended, The Talent Code, everything that you do, whether it's learning how to play a sport, learning how to communicate better, sell, drive a car, increase your posture, any of this stuff, it's actually myelination through a nerve pathway. So what happens is you start to create synapses and nerves that fire together and they wire together, and a myelinated sheath, it's a fatty sheath, starts to connect these pathways that you're using over and over again, so they become easier for you to utilize and they become your default. Think about this practically. When someone comes into our clinic, we teach them exercises, but we are not worried about the muscles, right? We're teaching them, you start doing your exercises and you're teaching your brain like, hey, this is normal, this is normal, this is what I want. You do it over and over and over. Then you get adjusted, which resets all of your postural centers. It allows you to make the biggest impact to your neurology and kind of opens the window for all of that input. Then what do? We do a traction, which puts you in the same position again. So you're layering the same synapses, the same neural connections over and over again in a short, meaningful, impactful amount of time. And this is why you start to see people that can start to restructure their posture. They see these changes in their health because we're influencing the neurology, which then controls your posture, not the musculature. Nerves that fire together, wire together.